Sometimes you need a little bit more than a pannier can carry. It could be a little bit too big, a little bit too tall, or a weird shape. And that is where something like the Arkel Haul-It comes in. It's sort of a cargo sling, for lack of better terms. It's open-sided and it's super versatile, but is it right for you? Find out in this video. Welcome back, Pathless Peddlers, and if you're new to the channel, we're all about riding. Party Pace. That's right, we have new stickers that just landed on the store. This one might be my new favorite. It says, "Behind mountains are more mountains." This is based on an old Haitian saying, and I love it because it applies not only to cycling, but to life. And we also have a brand new Unserious Cyclist sticker. You know who you are, it's all in the store. Consider supporting the channel. So before we get started, full disclosure, Arkel did send this to the channel for review. I'm known for carrying weird stuff on my bike. It's just what I do. It's what I love. I used to have a photo business that I ran with a cargo bike. And while the Arkel Haul-It isn't quite the replacement for a cargo bike, it does give your regular bike some cargo bike superpowers, if you will. First off, the basics. This attaches to your rear rack. Remember those when rack packing was a thing? Arkel is known for this cam lock system. So once you put this on your bike, this is spring loaded and it holds onto the rails and it won't come off. On the bottom part, to keep things nice and tensioned, is a bungee hook. Very old school, but very effective. And you can adjust how taut the hook needs to be by undoing the knot and moving it around. Looking at the materials, it's kind of an interesting mix of things here. You've got this mesh netting, which is great if you're carrying things that are likely to get wet. Like I like to carry all my fishing gear with this, so this is absolutely perfect for that. This is some nice, strong Cordura material here. And inside, along this back and the bottom, is a semi-rigid form. What's nice about this is that it creates a bit of a platform when you set things in here. It won't droop through the bottom, but it'll kind of hold its shape a little bit better. Also with the Haul-It, it does have one zippered pocket so you can keep your tools here. The way this works is, you put your things in here, obviously. So you can see it's got these two webbing straps on the side. These act to help secure the load. And as one other strap that you would latch on to this guy in the front here. And you'll notice as you pull this, it draws in the strap. That's your basic tightening system. You get the side straps tightened and the top connected with just one single strap. So it's actually pretty elegant. So to demonstrate what fits in the Haul-It, you can see here I've got my Low Pro camera backpack. And this is actually a really great use for the Haul-It. Oftentimes convertible backpacks don't make great backpacks. So in this case, you can use whatever pre-existing backpack you already have and turn it into a biking backpack, if you will. You can see it's also plenty wide to fit something in like a Pelican case. It'll also handily fit a standard brown paper bag full of groceries. But probably my favorite use is, of course, carrying my fishing gear down to the river or creek. With two of these, I can carry a pair of full-size fishing boots as well as full-on waders with all my other fishing accoutrements, and then enjoy a day on the river. This is where the rigid bottom and the mesh sides come in super handy. The water won't soak into the bottom of the bag. It'll kind of roll off or evaporate. So yeah, I think it's pretty awesome. I think in terms of pros, you really have limitless possibilities. You're not kind of confined by the dimensions of a pannier. So if you have really tall things, this is kind of the ideal solution for that. Like I said, I really like the rigid bottom here. It does provide a little bit more support and doesn't deform as you put things in here. And lastly, the Arkel system is pretty bomb-proof, if not a little heavy. But when you get this on your bike, it's not gonna pop off by accident, even if you're on a super rough road. In terms of cons, price is gonna be a barrier to some. A single one of these costs $114, which is par for really nice bike gear that's made in North America. But I can totally understand where that is going to be a sticking point for some, especially if you want to get a pair. Another one is heel strike. If you have a bike with very short chain stays, any pannier will be a challenge. But since the sides on these tend to expand out, if that's a small annoyance now, that will definitely make it worse. You can counteract that a bit by adjusting the cam locks so you get as much heel clearance as possible. But if you're riding a super tucked bike, this is not for you. And lastly, while this minimal strap system is pretty elegant, I do wish that there was kind of a lateral strap that could wrap around things. So maybe 2 extra buckle points, one here and one here, just so it gives you that option to add a auxiliary strap and bring the load in a little bit closer. But yeah, if you can't afford a cargo bike but need to carry packages to the post office or groceries or fishing gear or other weird stuff, then definitely check out the Arkel Haul-It. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Leave those in the comments below. And don't forget, support the channel by getting some new stickers. Our new Behind Mountains Are More Mountain stickers, our Unserious Cyclist stickers, as well as the new Groovy Vibes Party Pace sticker. And as always, keep the supple side down.